Hey there, Sheepdoggers, and welcome to Sheepdog's unfair review of Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft, I think it's called. This is a free-to-play, I think it's free-to-play, as far as I know, it's free-to-play. It's in beta at the moment, I've got a beta key, and I'm going to do an unfair review of this, because I don't particularly have a problem with Blizzard, but this is just a little bit too much for me, really. They have a tendency to make games that, while fun, also tend to take up a lot of your time. So they're kind of a mix of addictive and time sucking. So you end up killing a lot of your time, achieving very, very little. And I didn't have a problem with this in World of Warcraft because it was subscription based. This is a bit more pay to win, and I don't like that. You can see here you can buy packs. 7 packs for $6.99, etc, 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 or you can buy one pack with 100 gold. If you see, I've got 100 gold just now, so I can buy a pack. Let's buy a pack, see what we get from it. Now, sometimes you get nice stuff from it, sometimes you get kind of standard, not very interesting stuff. So this one's a normal, this is a normal, a blue, and a blue. So we've got 2 blues, 2 rares, as it were. And you can see here we got an Ice Lance for the mage, freeze a character if it was already frozen, do it, yeah. Copy 2 cards, Battle Cry, restore 4 health, and then our rares are the SI7 Agent for the rogue, and a Blizzard for the mage, which is actually not a bad card. It's a bit high, but it's not bad. And if we go into my collection, there's no real point in looking over the options. They're very kind of, that's how they are. You can see that, for example, we got Starfire for the druid. So one of the things that this features, you can't trade cards, which I think is stupid. You know, a card game like this is about trading cards and etc. But it's in beta, so you know, that's a little more fair enough. But you've got crafting mode, and you can go into crafting mode. You see, I've got no arcane dust apparently, but you can click on a card you'd like for, say, the druid set, the druid pack, and you could craft it for 40 enchantment dust thing. And you've also got wrath, which I've got wrath here. You see, you can disenchant it for 5. So you can gather up cards, you know, as time goes on, and disenchant the ones you have excess of. You could only have 2 in a pack. So if we were to go to the hunter pack, for example, you see I've got 3 tracking here, but I can only have 2. I've got a golden one. And as you level up, you get these golden cards for specific leveling. So I get the Timber Wolf at like level 20 or 26 or whatever, and you level up as you play against other players, and you can do practice as well. The thing is that these golden cards, you basically get more dust from them when you disenchant them. I mean, great, right? So you level up, you know, you take your time, you level up hard, and you get this golden tracking thing. Problem is that the base cards can't be disenchanted. So literally all you're getting from this is playing a golden card, which is a little bit shiny and, you know, has some extra graphics, a little bit of extra something. There you go. I mean, that's what it does. If they're going to give you golden cards like this, you should be able to disenchant them if you want, because otherwise you're leveling up as you play. And I suppose you can say, yeah, fair enough, you play to have fun, but there should be a certain amount of, well done, you've leveled up to level 20, here's something you can actually, you know, maybe craft a few more cards with, a little bit of a pat on the back kind of thing. But no, you can't do anything with them except for have them in your pack as golden cards, which look slightly different. And you can see, like, you do get other cards which you can of course you can of course disenchant, but to be honest, there are so many cards, it takes you fucking ages to get 3 of something. So you can go all the way through my packs of the different ones I've got randomly from getting random card packs, and you won't find any, or even many. You won't find any, probably, that have 3. I'm just having a look through these. It doesn't look like... You can see the ×2 at the bottom. That means I have 2 of them. But no. And as you go further, it's even less likely. But no, it doesn't look like... No, we don't have 2 of anything. I've only got 1 druid card. You know, if I want to disenchant these cards... I mean, like this one is a purple, so I can get 100. So if I don't play mage, I can take that spellbender, and I can go to, for example, my hunter, which I do want, and spend a couple on these lower ones. Like this one here, Snake Trap, costs 100. So I could switch them around. But you can't trade, so it's all about building one pack. And we're going to get on to something else I dislike, which is the quest log. See here, win 5 games with hunter and mage. And you can see my rank here. So I'm rank 20. That's not very good. Once you get to the higher once you get to the rank kind of past 20, when you lose, you start going back down the ranks. And this is the problem I have, is that I, for example, never play rogue. You can see I'm only rank 10 with level 10 with rogue, or paladin, or druid. So if I actually get to the point, if I get a quest which says win with either druid or paladin, I actually have to like put the decks together, you know, level them up and everything, and just hope that I'm not playing against people who are, well, actually no, I will be playing against people with much better decks than me, because I'll be with the basic starting deck almost. So that's a bit of a pain. So it pushes you all the way back down the ranks, and then you have to play more to get back up, just to get these quests done. And the reason you have to get these quests done is that, okay, so for the 1 pack, 100 gold, you need 100 gold, and every time you win 3 matches in this play bit here, every time you win 1 match, every time you win 3 matches, you get 10 gold. So to get enough, if you're on 0, to get enough to buy 1 pack, which gives you 5 cards, usually 1 or 2 blues, maybe a purple. I've gotten some purples sometimes. Usually it's 3, 4 random standard cards and 1 blue. You need to win 30 times. So you need to win 30 times to buy a pack. And trust me when I say, there are a lot of people out there, we can go back here, a lot of people out there who will put, that's not one, who will put in a good 15 packs, you know, they'll buy 7 packs and then 7 packs another day, and they have all these, you know, special cards for different packs, and they can run around and do more wins and get money quicker, and then go to the arena, which also, this really annoys me. The arena is either £1.49, which is not much, let's admit, or 150 gold, which takes even longer to get. So £1.49, that's kind of amount of money where you go, well, it's not that much. I can just do it and go into the arena. But it's a money sink as well as a time sink, and Blizzard should not be doing that. Blizzard should not be putting a pay to win, a kind of time and money sink. Like, time sink, fair enough. If people enjoy it, they can play it. But this whole game, as far as I can tell, is designed to suck people in to just shoveling out money to them. And Blizzard is a big company. They don't need to do that. And they shouldn't be doing that. It looks to me like they've gone, how can we make a game like this, you know, and get away with it, seeing as we're Blizzard? And they've gone, hey, you know what? We can make a card game. Because people expect to have to pay for packs and stuff in card games. It's like, it's accepted in that style of game. So we'll just make that. And it seems like that's what they've done to garner more money. So we'll go in and we'll play around, and I'll bitch a bit more, and I'll wait for the inevitable disagreements, calling into question of my sanity, because, you know, Blizzard are very, very vulnerable and need the protection that you people can give them. I know this game is popular, but it annoys me. So, I'm against someone of my same rank. I'm not bad with the hunter. I've got a reasonably decent hunter pack. And so he's going first. He gets 3 cards. I get an extra card because I'm going second. I don't particularly need him, so I can replace it with something else, which I don't need even more than that. So that's brilliant. And I've also got this. It gives you +1 mana crystal. Here are the mana crystals. Every turn, you get a bit more mana. I could bring him out, but no, actually, I will bring him out.
Job's done.
So you get a mana crystal. You see these blue bits. They tell you how much mana something costs. So I got 4s, and this 7 is giant and ridiculous, and I don't really need it. You get some secrets which happen when certain things happen, so I can put this out, and when this guy puts down a new card, see, there's the golden card in action, isn't it? So much more impressive. And there's another golden card, so this guy's clearly ranked up, leveled up quite a bit. So now, you know, you got your special thing yeah, you can do stuff like that, and light the fire. You know, stuff to do when you're waiting for your arsehole opponent who's gone off for a beer to come back and do. So we will. It's not really worth putting snipe out yet. We'll smack
Job's done.
So everyone has a special ability, like steady shot, which hits the as a hunter, you hit the opponent for 2 damage for 2 mana crystals. That's going to be something annoying. And you got these little things that do different stuff, and it's all brilliant and wonderful. That's a waste of a secret, really.
Job's done.
Okay. So yeah, it's not a bad game if it didn't encourage you, you know, to spend money on it, which it does. And I don't like that in a game. I don't, especially, I don't like it in general when a game's like, oh, to do better, you should spend a whole load of money on this, you know. It's free to play, so you don't have to, but the indication is like, yeah, you do have to. You know, at the end of the day, there's lots of people who spend lots of money getting loads of packs and getting special things, and you just get destroyed by them. So, again, as I was saying, at the end of the day, you don't have to, but you have to. Kind of thing, yeah. And that's the argument that a lot of people will put in the comments. If anyone emails me, as people fairly often do, they will say, you don't have to play this game. I'm reviewing the game. I've played it, and I've found that it's just not worthwhile. You know, it's a game that encourages you to spend so much time trying to get so little that in the end you give up and you just give them money, basically. Let's see. Should we? Yeah, let's do. No. If I put that down first, that's gonna happen. So, ooh, in fact, do that. And that. I should have put snipe down really, but I wasn't thinking. So yeah, it annoys me because it's not a bad game in and of itself. It's kind of addictive. It's fairly enjoyable. Oh my god, there's loads of secrets going down. Yeah, it's kind of addictive. It's quite enjoyable. It's a good old time. But at the end of the day, it still is. Why did that not go down? That's 4. I put that... Okay.
I can't do that.
Well, there's a good bug, isn't there? I put that out, hoping that he wouldn't notice my secret going down, and it's counted the mana, but it's put it back in my hand, so... Now he'll put down something that I'd have liked to have sniped. So yeah, it's just a bit too dodgy for my liking. And I'm going to say it again, especially for a company like Blizzard, who doesn't need to be spending the... Okay, so that just suddenly appeared. Who don't need to be spending... who don't need to be getting the extra money when they already do well for themselves. And see, this guy's got a snake trap as well, which does that. And I think, yeah, it's time. So you put down your starting buzzard, you put down this, and you get cards. Very useful trick. If you can put down a starving hyena at the same time, or one of these, it's even better. I think I'm still gonna kill them though, because yeah. So yeah, you know, it's taken all the pages out of the standard. It's taking all the pages out of the standard card game mechanics, basically. There's nothing new, there's nothing fresh, there's nothing really different. Goodbye, snipe. It's just going for my health, basically. Yeah, there's nothing new, there's nothing particularly special about it. There's just the fact that you have to pay a lot more money to get the stuff you probably want. So, yeah, if you want to play it and you think you can play it without spending money, I mean, I've done it, I've played it without spending money. I've wanted to spend money quite often. I've wanted to spend money quite often, but again, at the end of the day, I don't think it's worth it, so I don't. But the option is there if you so wish it.
I hunt alone.
And there's not much else for me to say in this unfair review. It's you don't have to buy it, you know, once the
My shield for Argus.
Yeah, once the game is out and proper and everything, then there you are. It's still a perfectly fine game. There's not much to it really. I'm gonna lose this one because he's been chipping away at my health annoyingly. Next round I could have beaten him, but. And then your traditional well played. There's no actual chat, you know. So I've said I've had a game against someone where they've beaten me and it's been really fun, and I've gone well played, and they've gone thanks. I'm like, well, yeah, no, I was saying well played in that sense, but I was also saying well played in the sense of, you know, I had a fun game, and yeah, it kind of there's very little communication between players at all. Maybe they'll add it in later, but it's just a bit heartless and kind of, yeah. And buy packs with money or gold, buy packs. Look, 40 packs, get 40 packs and rinse everyone who you can't talk to. And, you know, and then you go and open packs. You've got the quest log where you're supposed to win with hunter or mage or any class, and you get more money. It's the only way to feasibly get the money to buy packs, but at the same time, to keep staying up in the ranks, you need good packs with everyone, otherwise you can't do these random quests which make you play all the different packs. So you go, well, you know, I'll buy like 5 or 6 packs, 7 packs maybe, and then I'll have decent cards for all of the packs, or, you know, enough decent cards that I can win with any pack I want. And then you've just spent a whole load of money, sent it to Blizzard, to basically stay up in the ranks, which I don't see as particularly fascinating. So, this is the end of my unfair review. It's been fairly disjointed, fairly, well, I hope there's some people who understand what I mean, because I don't like this type of game. Yeah, no, let's do this. For the end of this review, I'm going to say I'm not a fan of this type of game, and I definitely don't think that a big game developer like Blizzard, who's, you know, made loads of money off their fans as time's gone on, I don't think they should be making a game like this, which basically makes you grind away and then offer you the option to get rid of the grind with money. At least as far as I know, World of Warcraft never did that. You know, World of Warcraft was a time suck. You know, people got addicted, and they'd sit there and spend hours on something that just didn't give you much reward. This is like the paid version of that, and I actually think it's quite evil. Like, as enjoyable as it may be as a game, and as willing as some of you may be to put your money in, I just think it's an evil little practice, and I don't enjoy it at all. So that's my unfair review. Please feel free to, you know, email me hate and put in the comments hate and everything, because I more than expect it for these unfair reviews that will be coming up. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.